Okay, let's pop the fuse in our fuse holder. And to do this, again, negative battery terminal is disconnected. Cannot stress that enough. Pop our fuse in. Take your fuse holder. It orients itself one way. There's a little plastic slit in there. Brass slides in. Tighten this down. Take our fuse holder. Tuck the wire down, just get it out of the way. Grab a wire tie. Let's go ahead and tie it down here. You don't necessarily have to get it super tight. As tight as you want to get it, it's fine. So now we've got the fuse holder done. Let's go ahead and throw in the plastic piece here. Cover the BMW cover piece. Put that back in. Grab our screws. Throw the 3 Phillips heads back in. Everything nice and pretty. We know we don't have to go back down in there. So now let's go ahead and put our negative terminal back on. You'll see all your dash lights or all your interior lights come on. You'll hear your nav unit start up. It's a good thing. The car's just resetting itself. Let's go ahead now. These lines right here, be careful with them. They're make sure we don't get them pinched in any way. Get everything set up correctly. Make sure no wires are being pinched. Perfect, perfect. So now we're going to kind of preliminarily tune the car. We're going to throw the, we're going to go up front, turn the car on, make sure the subwoofer's playing as it should be. We're going to want to preliminarily adjust the crossovers on the amplifier first. Even though it's a monoblock amp, we want to make sure everything's sort of preliminarily set. Grab a screwdriver here real quick and show you guys how to do that. Okay, so we want to make a couple of quick adjustments before we start the actual tuning process. Our bass EQ, we want that off. This 8 doesn't work too well. I mean, you can play with it. I've gotten the best results with it off, or it's just slightly turned up, maybe a 1 dB boost. Our low pass filter, we want it set right there at 100 Hertz preliminarily. It's an 8-inch woofer, so and it's a metal cone woofer, so it's going to play quite nicely up to 100 Hertz. We may bring that up slightly. Again, everybody's a little bit different. And the gain in the DSP cars, we want to start with it actually down to about 1/4 of a turn. In the non-DSP cars, we want it exactly where it comes from the factory, straight up to nominal. So let's back the gain down just a little bit because this is a DSP car. We'll head up front. We're going to fire the car up, start playing some tunes, make sure we've got sound, make sure the blue light on the amplifier lights up. Once we know everything is working as it should be, we can go ahead and put the car all the way back together, except for the floor panel, and get the amplifier dialed in. Now, you may remember from previously we relocated the factory Bluetooth module. What we like to do in this case, it's got a couple of little metal feet, as you can see right here on either end. A little metal foot here and a little metal foot down here. Take a couple of wire ties, zip this down tight back here. It's on all sorts of padding. It's a solid state piece of electronics, so movement is allowable. Just get it secure back there so it doesn't rattle around. And once we do that, we will be done with our install. So let's move up front, give a quick test, and then we'll start the reassembly process, which we'll go over with you guys because it's kind of tricky. So head up front, make sure everything's turned on, turn around. You can see the blue light is on the amplifier. You can see the subwoofer moving. You can actually hear it. It's already a little bass heavy, so we have to turn the gain down a little bit. So we're good to go. Let's turn the car off, let's put it back together, and then we'll start tuning. Alright, so we've got our amp situated, we've got our top bolt secure. Let's go ahead and zip in these 2 bottom screws. Get that one secure.